What's up, guys and dolls? Welcome to the Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Thursday the 8th of October. Hope you're well. I bet you're not as well as Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is flying. He's off, it sounds like he's off his head. Have you seen the address that he's done today? He says he's better than he's ever felt. He looks like he's just been on holiday, so I usually feel better than I've ever felt when I've been on holiday. He looks like he's got a massive suntan all of a sudden. His teeth are whiter than... I don't know whether it's the suntan or the that's making his teeth stand out, or whether he's had a suntan, white teeth, and his hair highlighted. He looks like a character, I thought at first it was Alec Baldwin doing the copy of him, the piss take copy. Anyway, he's out and he's enjoying himself. He's like having the best time of his life, and of course, then he's plugged the drug that's made him feel better than he's ever felt in his life. And you're all going to get it. All the Americans are going to get that. It was a great sales pitch for the drug. He must have some stocks in it, or somebody's got to benefit from it somewhere. I hope it does work, because he does look like he had a little bit of an illness, but he might have just improved on his own without the drug. But obviously everybody's going to get to check that when he gets rolled out to all the hospitals. So good. Anyway, I hope it does cure, because that's what everybody needs, and everybody can get back to normal. But I hope, for God's sake, if you do take it, you don't turn orange or turn that weird shade of brown like you've been on a fucking 4-week holiday in the middle of the desert, because that's what he looks like. So I think there's a little bit of theatre going on there, but nevertheless, they want to get that drug pumped out into the masses, unchecked and untested. But obviously he said it's a divine right from God, or it was from God that he should get the virus and be cured on behalf of everybody else, and test the drug first. Of course, if you can't see the script behind that, I don't know where you've been. But I'm not saying he didn't have the virus, but I'm just saying that the whole theatre of it is definitely never let a bad thing go to waste, is the situation there, and they're going to use it to push the drugs. Anyway, let's move on to that's my opinion. Anybody out there in America is probably going, yeah, he's right, or somebody else is going, you fucking arsehole, that's my president. So there's two sides to the story, but I'm not dissing him. What I'm dissing is when people make use of the fucking situation to sell it to all the people. Anyway, a driver left his Aston Martin. Rich people obviously doing it, pulling all our strings. That's what they're doing, pulling all our fucking strings like we're all a bunch of puppets. It's only the ones of us who have got our puppet eyes open that fucking see these kind of things. Anyway, a driver who left his Aston Martin on double yellow's got 4 tickets. And he says he got 4 tickets on his Aston Martin. He left a note saying, I'm that rich, I can park where I want. He left on his £150,000 sports car. And he probably thinks it's right as well, because if he parks there, when you're paying the parking meter, when you're paying the parking in London, it's about fucking £8 an hour. So if you just got 4 parking tickets, it probably equates to the same anyway. So rather than park miles away in a parking thing, they should have towed his car. That's what they should do. I'm all for it. I mean, fucking rich people piss me off with their. I don't mind rich people. I don't like rich people who act rich, who lord their richness over everybody. So it would have been funny to see his car get towed or disappear, and the bill be fucking triple what he thought it was going to be, or something like that. Instead of letting him be the arsehole and just giving him an extra ticket. But there you go. People with Aston Martins, what are you going to do? He is richer than all of us. I'd be screwing over the first parking ticket. I'd be ringing him up trying to get out of it. I remember I got a ticket in London, 75 quid it started at. By the time I argued, it ended up 500, and the bailiffs. So that's where that one got me. Anyway, was it a guy who collectibles? Money in collectibles. If you know what you're looking at now, you buy it now, ready for it to become a collectible in 20 or 30 years. But this guy was doing that, and he obviously couldn't bring himself to sell any of it. I don't know what age he died at, but he died, and he had a £4 million worth of. He bought it all for his retirement. He had £4 million worth. That's what it would sell for, on 60,000 items, and they were all in his house in bags in a massive pile. There was huge, and there were like boxes and boxes of stuff he hadn't even opened. He was ordering it, buying it. He knew what he was buying, because his brother, who's sorted out his house clearance, was going to throw it all in the skip. But somebody else said, no, get it checked out first. And it turns out he's got 4 million quid. So his brother's fucking rubbing his hands with glee. And I tell you what, the skip, whoever was going to bring the skip, they would have been loving it. They've had some good tickles, the old skip guys. Everything used to end up in a skip. So fucking £4 million out of nothing. Well, out of his brother being fucking very, very clever on what to buy. But unfortunately, he died. But how did he die at? He died at 44. Oh, so he had plenty of years to go. That's a shame. He would have had he could have sold all that and been rich right now instead of waiting for another 20 years. That's probably what his game plan was. Never mind. His brother, he's sorted his family out. But get on to it. If you think of anything collectible, what's it called? Anything film related as well. Dr. No, the Bond girl, Ursula. What's her name? Ursula Andress. Her iconic bikini. The bikini that she wore in Dr. No. 500 grand it's going to sell for. $500,000. It's probably made for about $10. But it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks fucking really good on her at that time. But it's £500,000. So if you ever fucking see anything that's just come out of a film right now, you buy it. You don't wait till it's £500,000. Obviously, it ain't going to go up any more than that. That's ridiculous. But if you fucking bought it now, or James Bond, this James Bond film, but everybody knows that everybody who's working on the set are already fucking like that. I'll have that afterwards. Can I have that? Can I grab that as perk of the job? And the boom guy or the sound guy or the sweeper, grab anything. If you work there and you can see like something that nobody's got their eye on, and you can swipe it, they don't know. They throw it all away, don't they? The film guys, film companies. It's all paid for out the budget. So you take it, and then in fucking 20 years' time, you go, you know what? I've got Daniel Craig's pants here. He left them in the changing rooms, and they're out of the fucking. But it has to be out of the film. It can't just belong to him before he changed into his James Bond gear, obviously. So you got to be clever. It's got to have been in the film. Anyway, yeah, so that's good. What else happened? Batman, worst driver in movie history, apparently. It's because he smashes it up. He just drives it into things, doesn't he? He just fucking ploughs into stuff. He don't give a fuck. That's because he's got the Batmobile. The Batmobile can, and he does throw it around, doesn't he? If I was driving a car that nice, I'll tell you what, if he parked that anywhere, the parking wardens putting the ticket on that, imagine putting the parking ticket on the Batmobile. He really would say, I don't give a shit. I'm Batman, and I don't pay anything. I fucking solve crimes in this country, or in this city, Gotham City, and you're putting a parking ticket on my fine. Well, fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm retiring. Deal with it all yourself. No, so he's going to. But if anybody, where did the Batmobiles go? The Batmobiles, who's storing them? Who's buying them? They must go on sale to somebody, because they change every film, don't they? So that's got to be a lot of fun having that in your garage. I tell you what, that is a proper. If it's a bloke who's got it, that is like, do you want to come back and have a look at my Batmobile? That is just the perfect pulling line. And if you've got the bat suit, because you got to be the right physique. You can't be a skinny little fucking wrench trying to fit into a muscle man's fucking suit or whatever. But if you can get one that's fitted perfect to you, you'll have to have a bit of a dick hole in it, because by the time you get it off, you'll be too tired to fucking have sex, because it looks heavy duty. I bet it takes about 4 costume guys to get him in it. Anyway, yeah, so Batman, worst driver in movie history. Who's the best driver in movie history? I tell you what, them fucking ones in Mission Impossible, some of them car chases in some of them films. Imagine if they were, there's no way, they're like the best driver in the world. They'll never ever die. And they drive through like some of the luckiest drivers anyway. They drive through all the cross junctions, crossing the lights, missing buses. Everybody around them gets crashed and gets under the buses and dies. So, yeah. I'd like to go in a car like that with somebody that I 100% could trust. And I'll tell you what, on the same subject, there's a planes here. I've been in cars that with people that are fucking 100% do not trust, and we've smashed and crashed and fucking gone over into country lanes, gone into the bushes, gone into the fields. That's teenage driving who think they're fucking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, but the fucking who are they? They're I can't think of who they are now, but they're Mission fucking idiot anyway. Mission pissed possible. That didn't work, but they're pissed anyway. They were pissed, and they nearly killed us. Luckily, I don't go in those kind of cars these days. Pilots, but speaking on the same level, they're going to let passenger planes by 2030. There's going to be planes that can fly without pilots. I spoke about this before. They're going to have planes that are you going to fly on a plane without a pilot? Who's to blame when that happens? That'd be cool. Actually, I'd imagine that would be because when the fucking shit hits the fan with the pilot, you're relying on that pilot getting you down. You're relying on that pilot fucking saving the day. And if he's not up to the job, you're fucking dead meat. But if somebody's controlling the plane from some tower somewhere, wherever, or somebody's controlling it from, wherever on the ground, they could have all the experts there. They could have loads of people all sorting it out, and you probably got more chance of it landing safely than having a pilot who fucking panics and drives you straight into a mountain. So it could be a good thing. It's just if it gets disconnected somehow, then you're in the shit. But yeah, so would you like to fly on a plane with no pilot? I tell you, it does feel like a little bit being in the back of a car with the driver falls asleep, something like that. Have you ever been in that situation? Yeah, so I don't know. I'd have to be really, really drunk. I usually have to get a bit of a hair of the dog on or a bit of a Dutch courage when I get on a plane. I think I'll have to drink a bottle of whiskey in that situation. It would be like a fairground ride, I think. Right, okay, last one I'm going to do, I think. Short and sweet today. Handwritten notes by the last person to walk on the moon are set to fetch up to £650,000 at auction. There's another winner. Anybody that's walked in on the moon. We're planning on going up there again, aren't we? If anybody knows any of them pilots who are going up to the moon, or anybody who's good at faking signatures, fucking master it now. As soon as you find out whoever's going up to those, going on the moon next, do some background work on him. Try and figure out what his signature is. Start practicing it now. Start practicing it, because as soon as he's gone up, them autographs are going to go for money, or you can just save them for the next 20 or 30 years, and they're going to be worth close to 650,000 quid. Anything moon related, we're mad for it, aren't we? We're mad for fucking astronauts. Were the rock stars of the day, weren't they? Couldn't get near them. They were the fucking everything was space. Everything. Do you imagine in the 70s? Everything was like Buck Rogers in everybody's houses. They had big round TVs. Everything was based on the moon and the space missions. White. All that sort of designer furniture from the 60s and 70s. Everyone was space crazy. We're going to go that way again. We're all going to get space mad and watching the stars. It's exciting. I'll tell you what, because one day, this time, hopefully, we're going to meet some aliens, and we're not just going to have Neil Armstrong bouncing along the moon. We're going to have somebody being greeted like Superman with him when he meets the three guys who are just breathing normally, and he's in his spacesuit and everything. Superman 2. Who does he meet? What's the guy's name? Bollocks. He meets them three people on the moon, and they're or on some spaceship. I think it's on the moon, and they're walking normally. Anyway, we're going to meet some aliens, and we're going to say, "How do you do?" We're going to shake hands, and we're going to be. That's going to be the start of the new intergalactic fucking space race or whatever. We're going to have new friends, and we're going to have them come down here and have their eyes on our Earth and decide to take it off us because we're not worthy. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Got tongue tied at the end there. I'm trying to remember that fucking guy's name. That's what I mean. That's why. Oh, what's his fucking god's name? No, I forget. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to remember. I'm going to tell you tomorrow because I do know it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm wasting time though. So I'll see you later. I'll do another one tomorrow. See you later for now. Bye.